honey. I'm on honey, honey. What?
4 o'clock.
We're on. We're on four. We're on sloppy hour. We're on
sloppy
third.
hour.
We're on
That's
third,
what it
aren't
is.
we?
Yeah.
Look at this is Mike.
Third at Tombstone.
Third and Tombstone. We're in Tombstone, the Wild West. Actually, all Cochise County is the damn Wild West out here. You know. Now, if you guys want to Google where we are, it's north, south, east, and west of Bumfuck.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. That's the pin right there, and that's where Mike and I are standing anyway. So Mike is. You've been here 8 years.
Yep.
Old beekeeper. Him and his dad had 21 hives.
21 hives.
21 hives in North Carolina. Things ain't what they used to be, everybody.
I brought them without a suit back in North Carolina, just gloves and a veil.
I used to go get a swarm with no gloves even.
Yeah, reach up there, hold a toe sack, reach up there, clip the limb. They drop in it.
I would reach my hand in the middle of the hive or the swarm, and to cup where I thought the queen was, and if I had the ball.
Yep.
Great at elementary schools, all the kids faces up against the glass. Oh, look at this Superman, you know. Now it'd be Stupid Man would be what it would be.
I wouldn't even get close to these.
No. So Mike calls about a half an hour ago. We're in Bisbee. We've been running around all day today. You guys were with us this morning on that hellacious removal. This down in Bisbee, this guy had a nice water fountain out there in the yard, hollow, full of little fuckers. I'll tell you right now. And without bee suits, we wouldn't be standing here. We would have been dead right off the bat. At that one, you guys all saw. Welcome back to the hive, everybody. I mean, it's us again. And for those of you that are new, I'm Reed Booth, Killer Bee Guy. We got Hosh on the camera. Say good afternoon, Hosh.
Good afternoon, Hosh.
Good afternoon, crying out loud. So Mike, he is a wise man. A wise man once said, "Call Reed for the bees." Those folks over there, they're going to be fine. If we hear any screams,
yeah, we'll be okay.
We'll be fine. Yeah. But so what we do is, and the techniques have changed. Everything has changed in the years since these bees have invaded and taken over. Come on, everybody! I want to show you where these bees are. We'll walk right underneath the damn things.
Yeah, you pulled up right underneath them.
The damn things. They're right here. We're going to get out the step ladder.
That's a big swarm.
That's a big swarm. And it's been really windy. And they just came in right this afternoon?
Yeah, I called you just as soon as I walked in and see where they landed.
So, Mike, these guys came in an hour ago, everybody. That's amazing. That's fucking awesome. I'm so glad you did, because you see that, everyone? I see how you doing shit without my net on.
Trust me, it's dangerous when you see these. Stay away and just call it.
Yeah, did you hear that?
Yeah, listen to that.
So how many years were you a beekeeper?
We probably kept bees for 15 years.
Okay.
And I had calls back in North Carolina. I'm a retired chief of police. And when you see a swarm come, get out of the way. If you see it stop near a tree, you better start looking and give these guys a call. I did within 3 minutes after I walked out here and seen them hanging there.
Yep.
And here the guys are.
Damn right.
Thank y'all.
Yep. Yeah. So Mike manages the Birdcage Theater up here.
Yep.
Piece of history.
Come on up and see us.
Yeah, come on and see us, you guys. And that's just down the street from this Handsome Devil has a honey store that I heard about.
Yes.
Over here.
Great honey.
Great honey. And now a word from our sponsor. So anyway, all right, Killer Bee Nation, thank you so much for joining us again. I told you guys are going to get sick of us. You're going to be with us all day, every day. But we're doing Killer Bees, so make some popcorn and all that kind of shit. Keep your tissues handy to cry for us when we get stung. Look at we already got them flying around.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, we're going to chase. Yeah, we're going to chase you in before they do.
Going.
Okay, now if you hear what sounded like a little girl screaming, it's both of us.
I'll give you.
Yeah, exactly. He's going to lend a hand is what he's going to do. So did you see that, how we already had a bee, or a couple of them, fucking around with us? Did you see that, Hosh?
Yeah.
I had one, and that's why Mike ran in. We are covered in venom.
Oh, yeah, from that job earlier.
Yep,
and the phones
all
too.
the jobs before.
Although I did clean them up a little, but still, we stink.
No, we stink. Well, to bees, we smell like the enemy. We really stink. So all of a sudden, these bees up here, they decided that, hey, wait a minute, the enemy is here. So
yeah, this is hilarious how close you pulled up. He
pulls
up literally right under look at this. Bumper, you probably got 5 feet bumper to high.
Bumper.
Yeah.
Bumper to bee-umper.
Well, we're going to end this
We're 5
quick.
feet from the damn thing. And so we're going to get, do we even need the step ladder?
No.
Wow. Well, Jesus,
we got the bucket back there.
We got the bucket. All right, if you want to start talking to some folks, they're already on the cameras, you guys.
Yeah.
Because the cameras are full of stingers. Okay, I'm going to get some shit together and let Hosh
it's
handle,
all in the bucket.
Okay, it's all in the bucket.
Yeah.
We're going to need a tub to put them in, right?
Oh, yeah, well, there's that. Yeah, you want me to climb in there and get it?
Nah, I got it.
All right.
Say hi to everybody for me.
Hey everybody, welcome. So for those of you who are new to the channel, we are killer bee exterminators. Killer bees are Africanized honeybees. They were created in a Brazilian laboratory in 1957. Of course they escaped, as monsters always do. They hit the US in the early 90s. By 1998, 100% of the feral unmanaged honeybee hives in the state of Arizona were Africanized, aka killer bees. They kill people, they kill livestock, they kill pets. And if you see a ball like this, you give an exterminator a call out here, because these things will blow up and kill somebody. So Mike called us this afternoon. We were almost about ready to wrap up the day, and we get the call from Mike saying, hey, I got a swarm. And so we booked over here to Tombstone. We're about 20 minutes away from Tombstone in Bisbee. So we booked over here. Now, they're in all the lower 48 states. That's the thing. They are not at 100% saturation in all the lower 48 states, but they're here because we know they're Africanized, because in 1998, it was determined by scientists that 100% of the honeybee hives in the state of Arizona are Africanized. Yeah, they sure are. They are Africanized, David. Yep.
And you can't tell by looking.
You can't tell by looking.
Real problem.
And just because they haven't blown up yet doesn't mean
you know, I am going to get the ladder.
to.
You know why?
Why?
Because with the spray adhesive or drift, I don't want it to get on his Camaro.
Right.
So we're going to be very localized and focused with anything we spray.
Yeah.
Because of the wind. So I'm going to get the step ladder so we can get like right directly almost above them.
Right. Okay.
Welcome to the hive, everyone.
We do destroy Africanized bees. We exterminate every one of them we encounter. Yep, to relocate these bees would be like relocating an active landmine. It's a swarm. This is not a hive, it's a swarm. Of course, if we've got nubbins on that tree branch, then this is a hive. So we don't know yet. Who pays for it? The guy that lives here pays for it. No, nobody's safe in any of the lower 48 states.
Okay, here we go. All right, guys. All right, let's see here. What do we got? We're going to be knocking some bees down, everybody. Welcome back to the hive, everyone. We got a bunch of people with us?
Oh, yeah.
Good, because we got killer bees for you guys. We got to make it safe. We got a retired police chief. Always an honor to work with these guys. Kind of weird positioning here.
Right.
All right, well, I'm going to, first
this?
of all, what we do, I'm going to go ahead and man this stuff.
You want me to get it on this side?
No, because the drift.
Got
The drift, I got to hit everything from over here because of the wind is so horrible.
Yeah, they're definitely Africanized honeybees.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And that's all there is in the state of Arizona.
Right.
Now, I got to, Jesus, it's like working in a damn jungle here.
Yeah.
Everything is getting green around. Oh, there we go. I can sneak up on them, guys.
Yeah.
All right, so here we go. Oh, this is big. This is really nice.
Well, they're definitely not tame. They can blow up in a minute.
See, I got to work real close because of the drift, and so what we're doing is we're using a spray adhesive. Get really close, Hosh. I mean, up with the nozzle because we don't want any drift going. And what we're doing is this is like an onion, okay? I developed this technique to make it safe. We're going to want to put that bucket underneath them. We're going to start to drop, Hosh.
Yep.
You want to grab that and put it maybe, I don't know, on the ground, I guess?
Well, we just get it here.
Or, shit. You know what? Put it up here.
Yep.
There we go.
Good.
And then you can hand me...
You want the femdona?
Yes. Go ahead and hand me that.
Here you go.
All right, so what I'm going to do now is use a pyrethrin, everybody, which is a pesticide made from chrysanthemum flowers, and I am going to hit them from the inside out. Tell me if that's coming through or not.
It's not.
Good, because we want to kill them. We want to kill as many as possible. Now, this is really working well. They just came in an hour ago, and There is no saving
Oh,
them.
so this would be a swarm, not a hive.
That's correct. Now
Yeah.
the difference between a swarm and a hive, here we go, is that millisecond they decide to live somewhere. That's the difference. All right, is that looking good?
Yep.
Okay, the few that are flying out, you know what I got to do is I got to get this side of it too.
Yep.
The difference between a swarm and a hive is that millisecond they decide to live somewhere. So we're here to mitigate the threat. That's what we do. We have to make sure these guys don't set up shop. So when they decide on living somewhere, then it becomes a hive. And in the past, that used to be when they were really dangerous. Well, not anymore. Now, they are dangerous at any stage except foraging. Okay, this is what it's gone, everyone. It's gone from being really, really dangerous when they hived up and not dangerous before that with Africanized bees. Then, and it went from not as dangerous when they were a new hive to, I always said for years and years, the older the hive and the bigger the hive, the meaner the hive. Well, those days are over because now swarms. A swarm is what killed my good buddy Dan Oldfield. Swarms have been
A swarm
known,
just like this.
yeah, just like this, the same size.
Yeah.
Because there's 7,000 to 10,000 bees, and it only takes 500 stings to equal a snake bite. So, oh hell. So, it's evolved. It's changed over the last 30 years, which is nothing in the terms of nature and evolution and all that shit. So they're adapting, not evolving.
Yeah.
It used to be
Now-
a swarm was totally benign, even with Africanized, and then a newer hive was not as dangerous as an older hive. I said for years, the older the hive, the bigger the hive, the meaner the hive. That's done. And now it doesn't make any difference if it's a new hive, an old hive, a swarm. Just doesn't. There it goes. That's perfect. Drop down like that.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any difference. They're all have the potential to kill. So the game has changed.
Yeah, and of course you heard old beekeeper. This guy was
Is that
old beekeeper.
is that
Come.
brush? Is that brush?
Yeah.
That would be.
Yeah. You heard. Mike kept bees for a long
Yeah,
time.
him and his dad. Yeah.
And
kept bees.
the guy that called us here, and you heard him. He said, don't mess around with
Is
these
that-
guys.
is
He
that-
knows.
Is that brush?
Yeah.
Hand
Here, can I give you this?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, it's me. So this is really working well. Now these bees that are farting around, okay, I want to tell you about them. They're called remnant bees because they're leftovers of the hive, and it happens every single time. Of course, it's like herding cats. You're not going to get them all. And so those bees are like an amputated limb, and I've said that many, many times. There we go. Hosh is going to brush them down into the bucket. This is really working well. Do you want to hand that to me, or are you good?
I'm good. If you're good.
Okay, I know, I'm great. Anyway, so they've only been here an hour. Okay, so the remnant bees, we're going to stick around a bit and make this super safe for...
Oh, you know what?
What do you got?
We got nubbins.
You're kidding.
I am not
In
kidding.
1 hour?
In 1 hour, they came in here, landed, and
Oh
decided
my
to set up
God.
shop.
Okay,
This
I
is
got to
not
tell
a
you
swarm,
guys,
it's a
when they...
hive.
Remember how I said the only difference between a hive and a swarm is that millisecond they decide to live somewhere? When they start putting down roots, when they start putting beeswax down, okay, you want to come and grab this tub, and I'm going to grab the spray adhesive. I'm done with the Fendona, of course. Thank you. All right, very good, very good. When we still have to really watch our overspray, with the spray adhesive, with the Camaro and all the other vehicles and stuff. So what we're going to do is let all these remnant bees come back and gather up. So I am going to take this back up there and show you guys what we're talking about with the nubbins, because when they start putting down beeswax, and 1 hour?
Yeah. Check it out.
1 hour they started putting down rebar and concrete.
You can see it.
Where are we looking at?
We got it here.
Oh yeah, I'll be damned.
Yep. Little bit
That
here.
is like a
we
new
got something
record.
Here. Yeah.
That little white nubbins, everybody. That's beeswax. None of your beeswax. Okay, we're gonna break that off. That in there. So we got the nice. Look at this gentle hum. They're landing right here. This is how you can track a swarm.
yeah.
I see where they're landing, everybody.
Balling up.
Wow, this is so cool, everyone. You get to see where they ball up. They're all gonna come there in probably the next 5 minutes. So if anybody has any questions or anything, be sure to ask, of course. And if you're an asshole, we're gonna block you.
Yeah, they are honeybees. So
tough
all
shit.
all killer bees are honeybees. Not all honeybees are killer bees.
There, exactly.
They absolutely are honeybees, yes, and they are Africanized honeybees.
Okay,
They're
you
killer
heading
bees.
out to work? All right, buddy.
Yep, they're in Florida. We're in Tombstone, Arizona.
Okay, right on. Oh, very good. It'll be up. Yep, it'll be up. It's
Yeah,
good to
hold
meet
on
you,
a
Mike.
minute.
Absolute pleasure, sir.
Just,
Any questions at all, give me a
yeah, the
holler.
queen's there. Well, not anymore. We killed her. We call them killer bees because they kill people. They earned that name. They're Africanized honeybees, but they got a bad reputation. They've killed 1,000 people since they hit the U.S. And that's just in the U.S. They kill people in South and Central America all the time. In fact, during bee season in Cochise County, every week they kill a dog, a horse, or a goat. Africanized means that, yeah, they do. How can you tell the difference through genetic testing in laboratory? But the main feature is aggression. But they don't act aggressive all the time. So you really, in order to know, have to get them tested. Now, back in 1998, the labs in Tucson told beekeepers, because there was a whole invasion, and the labs in Tucson told people that were collecting, sending samples, they said, don't send us anymore. It's a done deal. Arizona's lost. The killer bees won in Arizona. That means that 100% of the feral unmanaged hives in the state of Arizona have become Africanized. There's a slight size difference, but you can't tell by looking. Yeah, killer bees removed from Roxbury. I know Roxbury in Boston. Yeah, I used to live in Jamaica Plain. But anyway, no kidding, Roxbury, Boston, amazing. Yeah, that's the thing. So what happens is you get someplace in Boston, you get a nasty hive, a nasty feral hive someplace, and then they send them off to a lab to get them tested, and lo and behold, they've got that Africanized DNA. Yeah, they're not native to Africa, that's right. Well, so basically when we say Africanized honeybees, we're talking about this mutt honeybee, this crossbred honeybee that was created initially and originally in a laboratory in Brazil in 1957. Now it's just a new kind of bee. And they're feral and they spread out all over the place. They swarm 30 times a year. They're bad news. Oh, we didn't do the doghouse removal yesterday. Thanks for asking. Massachusetts in the house. Wow. Yeah, I grew up on the East Coast. I grew up in Rhode Island, actually, but I lived in Boston for a little bit. Yeah, look at them. So they're saying, hey, where's the queen? Where are the other ones? These are remnant bees here. They were created to make more honey, that's right. Well, the government didn't make it. The government, Mystic, Connecticut, I used to hang out in Mystic all the time. Amazing. What is up? Rhode Island, hilarious. Yeah, now they killed a beekeeper in Connecticut. So they're up there. It's just that they're not at the saturation rates that they are down here in AZ. So anyway, we put the kibosh on these guys, but you can't be too careful with these things. And man, we are having busy days right now. Bee season has begun. Now, we had a very wet winter here, and they're just blowing up. They are in the UK. There is a video put out by a guy called Pest Interceptors. I was raised in Westerly. I grew up in Westerly, Rhode Island. Pest Interceptors in the UK. They encountered an Africanized honeybee hive in the UK. So they skipped over the pond there. They are in Ohio. In fact, last year, about this time last year in Ripley, Ohio, there was a young man named Austin, tree trimmer. He got like 5,000 stings, ended up in the hospital, miraculously survived.
I don't know how.
Yeah. Musquamagat Beach. funny. I got somebody from my hometown on here.
From where?
From my hometown.
Really?
Yeah.
We're saying goodbye to Mike. Mike's got to go.
Bye,
He
Mike.
runs the Birdcage Theater up here in Tombstone, so Mike is heading up. Probably heard his big truck start up. We'll say goodbye to Mike.
Yep.
Somebody from your hometown, huh?
Oh yeah. I'm talking about Musquamacut Beach and
Oh,
Mystic, Connecticut. There's a bunch of people from back east on here.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Well, come on out and visit, you guys.
Oh, there was a talk in London about it, somebody was saying.
Yes.
So they're acknowledging that it's in the UK. There was a talk in London. I told them about the other
You told
one.
them about that vid. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That was pest interceptors.
Yeah, they kill European honeybees. They
Yeah,
do. They'll take
they
over
either,
their hives.
They'll either crossbreed with them or kill them and just move in. It's like Vikings, you know. This is
So we
working
don't-
really well. Are
so
they
the-
gathering up anywhere specific?
No,
or is it
I've
just
been knocking them down.
Okay, there's just a few of them fucking around?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So the queen only matters if you're relocating. We don't relocate.
Yeah.
So
And we don't care about the queen because it's a moot subject. She can't survive on her own, everybody. She needs at least 7 to 10,000, just like this. She needs 7 to 10,000 bees of her own choosing to start a new hive. She can't do it with, you know, a couple dozen bees like these guys fucking around here.
Right. Yeah. So we don't even care about these remnant bees. I mean, we might knock a few more down, just
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
but
it's a moot
it's over.
subject now. But you know how we were fine when we got here. We were talking to him to get this hold still. He's got a clump of them right here.
Yeah.
Killer bees. So when we got here, we're talking to Mike. We're standing too close, actually. I pulled up right underneath the damn things, and we're talking to them. They're all hanging out here. Hosh and I get our suits on, which are soaked in bee venom. If you look at our job we did this morning, what the hell did we call that? Fountain of Death?
Fountain of Death. Check it out.
Fountain
It's up
of
on YouTube.
Death on
You can
YouTube.
go watch it.
Fountain of Death. It was a 3 thumbs up morning. Anyway, so we.
It really was.
It really was awesome. You guys are gonna love the vid.
Yeah.
There were so many 100,000 angry bees dripping venom on us. So we're soaked in venom. Our suits are soaked in venom, which is the pheromone, the attack pheromone. It's the enemy. We are the enemy. So we put on our suits. All of a sudden, there's bees screwing around with us over here. Mike has to go run in the house. Before that, nothing.
Now, somebody asked if there are beekeepers keeping bees in Arizona.
Yeah. Okay. There are 2 types. There are the small hobby beekeepers, or idiots as I like to call them, and there's the big boys that have 10,000 hives. They know what they're doing. They're professionals. They know exactly what they're doing. Leave it to them. The small-time beekeepers, they're just. You want to see an example of a small-time beekeeper in southern Arizona last summer, right in Bisbee. It's called World War Bee.
TikTok pin vids.
It's a TikTok pin vid.
Yep.
Yeah, look on that. And on YouTube, it's called World War Bee. And it was, this gal was keeping, 3rd-generation beekeeper, knew all about European bees, but not these Africanized, and had a hive outside of her back door, and the bees were European until they weren't. And when she went out, and she didn't know that the Africanized bees came in and killed all of her bees, moved right in. She didn't know it, of course, you can't tell by looking. And she went out to screw around with her hive a little bit, and they lit up, and they were stinging people 750 yards away. 13 people stung, 2 people in the hospital. So in Arizona, I do not recommend anybody keep bees except the professionals, period. Yeah. It's just, the liability is too high, it's just, no, just don't do it, you know. So, and we don't keep bees. We take the money and the honey, which you guys will see from our videos. This is really going well, Hosh.
Yeah.
And they're not really gathering up.
A little bit here.
Are they?
Right here. Can you see them?
Oh yeah, all 8 of them.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna give them a few more minutes. Yeah, we're gonna give them a few more minutes.
And you know, when you say we're killing your bees, if your bees are Africanized honeybees, Frankenbees, created in a Brazilian laboratory,
kill them.
Then yes, we are. If those are your bees, yes, we're killing those bees.
Yeah.
We're killing your bees.
Yep.
Yeah.
And of course, in the state of Arizona, that's it. That's all there is.
And we're swagging while we do it.
Damn right, I'm swagging, because he was swagging. Anyway, so I'm gonna get out my clipboard and give these guys their paperwork.
Right on.
And Mike already headed off, and yeah, They saved the damn neighborhood. Yeah, make sure you keep that close because the damn tree.
Well, I mean, I can't believe they're just, trying to build out on tree limbs in the middle of the...
Hour?
Right? It's crazy.
That's like a new record.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief.
No country for bees? Well, not for European bees, not in Arizona. The truth is that all honeybees are invasive to the Western Hemisphere. They were brought here by the colonists in the 1600s. That's when it began. There were no honeybees in the state of Arizona before 1872. But our beef isn't with honeybees, although they're not great for the environment and they compete with native pollinators for our resources. And they prop up big agri. They prop up monocropping and all of that stuff, which is really bad for the environment at the end of the day. But, that's the way of the world right now. But these are not them. These are not those bees. These are not your grandfather's honeybees. These things are ferocious. And if you want to see a wonderful example of these things in action, check out our vid on YouTube. We just posted it from this morning. Some of you are with us. It's called Fountain of Death. And man, they were nasty. That was the meanest hive I've seen this bee season. Yeah, so again, all killer bees are honeybees. Not all honeybees are killer bees. But they are different from European honeybees in that they will destroy you. Yeah, they were off the chain, Lee. It was good, Ramona. Yeah. Yep. It was terrible. It was a terrible nest. And that's what they can do. And these bees right here could do that. No, I can't go back to Rhode Island. I gotta stay here and fight the killer bees in Arizona. Yeah. Anyway, these are the days, man. Biblical pestilence. They're ferocious. Hey, can I put the cones back in the truck?
Yeah,
All
we're
right.
done with them. Yeah.
There are killer bees in all of the lower 48 states. I don't know if they're in Hawaii yet. They're a shipping container away, quite frankly. I don't think they can live in Alaska. I don't think that there are feral honeybee hives in Alaska. That's what you have to ask. Are there feral honeybee hives where you live? If there are honeybees living in the wild, then killer bees will thrive there.
Killer bees!
So get this, Taylor Swift, that house she bought in Westerly was literally right down the street from where I lived for about 3 years. So...
What?
Yeah, there's all these people from my hometown on here. It's pretty funny.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so weird.
Yeah, it is.
Here, let me hold that while you talk to these guys.
Yeah. Oh, it's all right.
Oh, okay.
It's good,
All
yeah.
right.
So,
I'm gonna go give her paperwork.
They do swarm about 30 times a year. Yeah, in under optimal conditions. Yeah, I lived in Watch Hill for a bit. About 3 years I lived there. Wakefield, unbelievable. All these people from Rhode Island on here. It's funny.
The smart ones.
Well, I don't know. Rhode Island's like any other place.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, they're in Maine. Yeah. No, I'm in Cochise County. Cochise County is a free place. Last free state in the
Cochise
Union.
County, yep.
Last free. I mean,
This is
not
the
state,
last.
but yeah.
Yep, the last hurrah. It literally is. It's the Wild West. It's the last bit. I mean, I've been here for over 40 years, everyone, and it's the land of the free. It's the last stop. And yeah, I'm glad I got here when I did. I'm glad Hosh is here. But we never have any fun. We need to have a meeting about that. Because,
it does suck.
I know, we never have any fun at all.
It does suck.
Anyway. God, we love having you guys along. I got to go give her paperwork. I'll let Hosh continue.
Yeah, we'll do a few more questions.
Pestering you guys. I'll be back in a second.
We'll do a few more questions, and then we'll sign off for the night. Let's see, what do we got here? The gloves, the birthing gloves work really great. What in the hell? Reed's getting a call from somebody called Charlie Apocalypse. I don't know who that is. Let's see. No, we don't. Well, sometimes we do a ride along. It's becoming kind of a liability risk. You know, what happened, Make Money, was my family was there. They all moved away. I do have a brother in Bristol right now, and I've got a sister in Connecticut. But my folks moved back to Pennsylvania. So, Africanized honeybees make delicious honey, and you can buy some of the honey that we harvest at killerbeeguy.com. Yeah, there are bees in the truck. There's always bees in the truck. Oh, yeah. Silver Dragon Witch. Yeah, well, he's a preacher in Bristol, actually. A Baptist preacher or something. I don't know if he's a Baptist, but some kind of thing. Central PA. Yeah. Well, these were killer bees. How do you tell the difference between killer bees and honeybees? You can't tell by looking. Only genetic testing in laboratory can tell you that. And at levels of aggression. You kick a killer bee hive, they're probably going to blow up. How do the pros control them? If a beehive goes hot on with professional beekeepers, they'll just put the hive down. Something similar to what we do, maybe. I'm not sure. Yeah. No, it's state by state. It's pest management division in each state. That's who sets up the parameters around these, and how it goes. Japanese hornets. They're not really a big deal. They're scary looking, but they're just not really a huge deal. They're problematic because they will go after European honeybees and destroy them. Removal cost is case by case. If you've got a removal that needs to be done, call Reed and he'll take care of it. Be careful in Georgia. They're blowing up in Georgia. Georgia is gaining critical mass. The saturation rates are getting... All right, Make Money. Yeah, the saturation rates are getting higher and higher in Georgia. Georgia is one of the ones. Florida's cooked. Florida's Africanized, pretty much, 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Florida. But Georgia's next. So he's got to be careful of Africanized bees if he's a beekeeper there. He really needs to make sure he's requeening and maybe consider putting an end to that. Unless he's a professional.
Keep mason bees. I have a killer bee on me.
Yeah, watch out.
No, I'm so scared. I don't know what to do. I know what to do. I'm going to get stung on my fingers. What I'm going to do. Little fuckers. Oh, hi. Oh, God. We never have any fun. You guys know that. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. We never know what we're getting into. This was very straightforward, actually. We will be seeing you again either in 20 minutes or tomorrow morning because we have a big job in Elfrida tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Bees in a chimney, okay? And the guy is very brave and or foolish, I'm not sure which, but he has removed them from his chimney where the chimney meets the wall, and they could be in the floor. It's going to be a big one, whatever we're doing, because he's getting tired of screwing around with them himself. That's about what it boils down to. So we're going to be doing that in the morning. We should have reception up there because it's in his house. So we should have reception. We're looking at about 9 or 9:30 a.m. our time. That's MST, Mountain Standard. Thank you so much, you guys. Also, I want to tell you about, did you tell him anything about our membership?
No.
Okay. So on YouTube, we got our membership button put up. But we just, Hosh found out on the way here because when we did that big removal this morning, we had people having issues with finding the membership button. It turns out on your phone, if you have an iPhone, you can't find the membership button. It doesn't exist, right, Hosh?
Right.
Android and laptop or desktop, you can find our new membership button. So you can become a member of the Killer Bee Nation. All sorts of fun perks and shit. We got 3 levels right now. Anyway, just more fun, more shenanigans. We got our Blue Water Cafe patches on. Mel and Dan, I hope you guys are watching. There's just a nice little swarm. If you're not, you'll see it later on YouTube anyway. And if you guys want to see our full-length vids, go to YouTube, please. Jump over there. And we love having you guys along. Thank you so much. Just nothing but fun. And thank you for all the questions and whatnot. We will try to get to them, all of the comments and whatnot. It's hard, though. You know how it is. But keep them coming, everybody. We love you. Go to killerbeeguy.com and wait, Killer Bees arrived in Tennessee in 2009. I believe it. Hey, somebody says, see, sometimes Android is better. No, it's always better. Personally, I don't like iPhone at all. Anyway, okay, I'm going to stop this shit. We got to get out of here. We could go on all night. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Hit the join button, and we'll see you tomorrow. Go to killerbeeguy.com and get some fucking honey, will you?
Probably around 9 a.m.
Around 9 a.m., 9:30, something like that, Mountain Standard Time, up in Elfrida, everyone. Big one. Big removal. Oh, and then actually Thursday morning, we're back up here in Tombstone. We have a huge, weird-ass removal from what I can tell, from what the descriptions were in the pictures.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a little tripping. I might have to have the marshal out and stand guard on this one. Going to be a big one, guys. We love you. Good night, everyone. Say good night, Hosh.
All right. Listen, everybody, if you got a ball of bees hanging in a tree, call an exterminator. I don't care where you are. Killer bees are in all the lower 48 states. Relocating a killer bee hive is like relocating an active landmine. Don't mess around with these things. Somebody will die.